There anyways. All right, well, she helped build one of the biggest dating podcasts in the country. Now she's stepping out solo with a nearly sold-out national comedy tour. Next at noon, comedian Rainey Greenberg is here, and we're going to be talking some modern girlhood, heartbreak, and why sometimes, honestly, it is just you. Well, Rainey Greenberg, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I love what you do and what you talk about, but it's just even more fascinating how you got here, because you started in the corporate world in food, and when did you say, this 9 to 5 is not for me, I'm built for something else?
I did not belong in the 9 to 5 corporate world. I worked in restaurants for a long time, and then I got a job in tech working for Groupon and then Amazon, and it's a lot of processes and systems and HR, and I just felt like I can't be as creative as I want to be. And I was always that kid growing up that, like, you never knew what was going to come out of my mouth, and like I would say these crazy things, which does not benefit you in the corporate world as much, but in comedy, it's great.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you were built for. When you talk about how your brain works, and when you're going through some of these heartbreaks, friendships ending, independence, some of that stuff can get messy and tough. Does your brain's like, no, this is good content, or like how does that happen?
I know that there will be a lesson at the end of the day, and I think that what people love about Girls Gotta Eat and have always since the beginning is Ashley and I talk about those moments, and we're vulnerable and we're introspective, and everybody goes through these things, and that's what I've learned so much from our audience and the show is that, like, anything you're going through, other people have gone through it, and there's a lot of, like, strength in community, and once you go through it, you can find the humor and the comedy in it too, and laugh at it and make it, like, a better experience.
I mean, this is not your basic podcast. You have over 150 million downloads for Girls Gotta Eat. That is a feat in itself. So when you started it, what were you thinking, like, this is what's missing in the conversations that we're having?
Ashley pitched me on the show, and she said, are you willing to really put your life out there and talk about your dating life? And I was like, I think so. And I never conceptualized that it would be as big as it got. It was just me and one of my newer friends and a microphone, and we were learning about each other and telling these dating stories, and you kind of forget sometimes because you're just in a room, the two of you, that there like are millions of people listening. And it's just been a really beautiful experience. We just hit 8 years last month.
Congrats.
And it's really amazing to have seen it grow into what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so when you're talking about now modern girlhood, and this is what you kind of talk through even in your podcast, but also in your stand-up, what is modern girlhood, and why does it suck so much sometimes? Because it does. I mean, when we talk about dating, and you mentioned it's okay if you're single. So shout out to anyone available. That's great and amazing and can keep up with you. But like, why does it suck sometimes?
I think that it's a 24-hour feedback loop on social media, on podcasts. There's so much dating advice in the world. There is so much, look at me, look at this life I have, look at this relationship I have, look at this money that I have. And I think we're all sort of chasing this idea, and there's so much comparing other people's experiences to yours. And I do think behavior has gotten a little worse from people just in general.
Explain that. What do you mean by worse? What does that look like?
I think that we are always inventing new ways to ghost people, to not treat them well, to move along. You know, dating apps make people very available to you. But I think it is a net positive, all this dating advice and dating apps and the availability of people. Like, I do think we're learning, we're growing. I think that the information is positive.
Okay, we like that. You know, it's also positive, the fact that you're doing this, honestly, it's you tour, plus the Netflix is a Joke Festival, which you are headlining in your hometown Gramercy Theater. Tell us about these two projects real fast.
So Gramercy Theater will be towards the end of my tour here on May 14th. I'm really excited. It was one of the first theater shows Ashley and I ever did for Girls Gotta Eat. So to come back there solo is like really special, and just be there with my friends. And I lived here for 15 years, and this is my home, and I love it here so much. So to be towards the end of the tour and do it here is really special for me. And Netflix is a Joke. We're doing it at the Palace Theater in LA. It's our Girls Gotta Eat show for the year, and I love being on stage with Ashley. We have so much fun. So that'll be great also.
Oh, hold on. Well, you spoke too soon because you said you love being on stage. We're putting you on stage after this break. We're going to be playing a little game with you. Girlhood, red flag or green flag. We're putting you to the test with some of these questions. You got to stay tuned for this because I'm sure a couple of these questions are applying to you watching right now.